1 minute to start.
Ladies, welcome to Tulsa Tough Day number 2 here, 2025 edition. Listen for the bell. We'll have 4 cash premiums we'll be tossing out here in this race, and we're going to get underway at the whistle. And we are underway. Again, this is the women's 2-3 and women's masters race. Combined 44 racers between the two fields as we are just underway. Lap number 1, 15 seconds in. All right, so we mentioned we'll have 4 different cash premiums in this one. This is a 40-minute race, so a little bit more time. So that's why we have the 4th premium. We'll have 4 $100 cash premiums, courtesy of Bicycle Tulsa. Some of the crowd support, kind of crowd surfing, so to speak, donations from the community, and then also $100 of cash premium, courtesy of Chris King Counseling. So, Chris King Counseling, providing relational mental health counseling to Tulsa and surrounding areas for over 11 years. Once again, helping with everything out. And they're the 4th of our 4 $100 cash premiums as it's the opening lap here of our women's 2-3, nearing high noon here on day number 2 of the FC Tulsa St. Francis Tulsa Tough. We're going to recognize our women's 4-5 podium coming up. We will wait for Amy and Scott. Give you the thumbs up. Once again, if you're on the podium, we want to make sure you don't run off as we want to recognize it. All right. Opening lap done. 2:16. 2 minutes, 16 seconds. That was the official time on our opening lap here for our women's 2-3 and women's masters fields. Second women's race of the day. As acceleration up at the front. And maybe 151, Sylvia Espinoza with Proterra Racing, who've been very active at the front. So maybe not 151, could have been 150, we shall see. But whoever it was, they've been gathered back in. So it wasn't really an attack, just kind of a little injection of pace, but it's now been brought back in. So again, we're just 1 lap in. We're on lap number 2. This is the women's 2-3, women's masters field. We'll be recognizing our women's 4-5 podium coming up. So again, if you were on that podium, Alvarado, Searcy, and Rogan, I think I see Kelly right there heading over to the tent. I'll wait to get the official thumbs up from Amy and Scott over there. Again, all weekend long, the winner of each of the races is going to get a Kuro Athletic sunglasses courtesy of Kuro. They have the orange tent over here right to the left of the start-finish line. Also, all of our podium finishers will get a Tulsa Tough pendant courtesy of Diamond Sellers, the official jewelry sponsor of St. Francis Tulsa Tough. So again, early on here in the women's 2-3. But we will have 4 cash creams that we'll be throwing out here, again, courtesy of Bicycles of Tulsa and Chris King Counseling. Injection of pace at the front. Definitely pushing the action. A little mini, 3 women there. A little mini break. Only a couple bike leaks, though. Haven't really pushed it that much. We'll keep an eye on that as they hit that super fast turn 1 and turn 2 on the backside of the Guthrie Green. Again, here at our start-finish line, we're along Reconciliation Way. As you hurtle down here underneath the Fly Over This themed start-finish line truss. You have to hit those fast turn 1 and turn 2 there on the backside of the Guthrie Green. All right, here comes the Don Thornton Automotive Group pace car. We're going to recognize the women's 4-5 podium in just a couple minutes. As we'll watch our field make that left-hand turn. It's going to have another, well, say lap number 3. So they're averaging about 2:15, starting to get a little bit faster than that now. Just looking to the front. It will be United Cycling. That is 5:59. That is Ariel Mancias, United Cycling, powered by Cadence Cycling. So, without further ado, we're getting also it's a little bit of intel, a little bit of a radio silence. So we're getting some information here as we want to make sure we recognize our podium for the women's 4-5 properly. As it went from a fearsome foursome heartbreak, as it was only 3 that were going to make it to the top of 1, 2, 3 of our podium in the women's 4-5. So, coming from the state of Georgia, racing with Team Flicker in 3rd place, it's Kelly Rogan. One of the local heroes, racing with Tulsa Wheelman in 2nd, Jennifer Searcy. And your junior track national champion showing the power to explode for that sprint finish, racing out of Indiana with Midwest Devo, it's Evie Alvarado. Sporting the stars and stripes of track national championship on those sleeves of her Midwest Devo kit. Congratulations to our women's 4-5 podium, Alvarado, Searcy, and Rogan, 1, 2, and 3. Alrighty, we're going to be doing our first preem. We have 4 of them, so let's get the first one out here. It's courtesy of Bicycles of Tulsa. So we'll bring the Cadillac. The Cadillac, courtesy of Don Thornton Automotive. It'll roll through. And our Peloton slowed up a little bit. They're super wide. So you know what? Let's ring this bell. $100 cash preem. Preem lap, preem lap, preem lap. It's a preem lap, preem lap, preem lap. $100 preem. We are starting the preem, starting the preem, starting the preem. $100 cash, courtesy of Bicycles of Tulsa. They've gotten too comfy. 4, 5 wide. Let's inject some action into the Peloton here. The women's 2, 3, and women's masters. It's a $100 cash preem, courtesy of Bicycles of Tulsa. Again, congratulations recognizing that women's 4-5 podium, Evie Alvarado, Jennifer Searcy, and Kelly Rogan, 1, 2, and 3. Evie Alvarado getting with the win, getting a pair of the Kuro athletic sunglasses, engineered and manufactured in Japan. Head on over to the orange Kuro tent, right next to the John Zink tent here. John Zink, the official Flair finish line fireworks and sparkler extravaganza sponsor, new to this year's Tulsa Tough. But right now we are 2-3. Looking at there again, like 7-8 wide. It is an injection of pace that we thought maybe it would have happened with the Preem. We'll wait and see. Maybe start to narrow it into that single line once they get to the top of the hill and head over behind the shadow of 244 as they make the way back over to the northwest portion of the race course again. So we've reached the 10-minute mark, just about 25% in. We're in the first quadrant, wrapping up and getting into the second quadrant if you want to split it up into 10-minute segments here of this race. Now there's going to be a little bit of action. It's a downhill, so it's tough to really sprint out of this group. But definitely some movement, some racers trying to move up, and that's exactly what the zebra stripes there on the right. And again, if you're not looking at the live stream or the Jumbotron, you're wondering what the heck am I talking about zebra stripes. There are some racers that have moved to the front, trying to navigate that left-hand turn because it's a 220-meter sprint, and that's what we're going to have now. Here comes the Cadillac, courtesy of Don Thornton Automotive. Here comes the sprint, trying to take the first $100 cash Preem. And there is some gap there, and it will be, that's 553. I believe that's 553, yeah. Camilla Arenas, Los Angeles Bicycle Academy. 553. So go back and pull up last year's results. It's going to be some familiar names here. Arenas racing with LA Bicycle Academy, Los Angeles Bicycle Academy, very active in the last couple years of the women's races here. Definitely last year. So again, we'll go take a look at that. But I believe unofficially your first Preem winner, bib number 553, Camilla Arenas. Watching the live stream last night, listening to the broadcast, they talked about the fashion side of it. Every year, the team's rolling out new kits. That zebra kit for Los Angeles Bicycle Academy, their new one here in 2025. Again, I believe they definitely were not zebra last year, but they were definitely a very active women's team for the women's 2-3 and Masters races, both on Saturday and Sunday in the 2024 edition of the St. Francis Tulsa Tough. Again, thank you to Quick Trip, more than a gas station, official sponsor, bringing us the live stream here. This is going to be a little mini attack here. So a little bit of a mini break starting there, but again, not much room on it. But 564 is now leading. That's Megan Whitford, United Cycling, powered by Cadence. So 40 minutes, which, okay, that's 10 more minutes to the other races. We have extra time. We don't have that much time. With 4 Preems, we have 3 more to go. So we're going to have to be firing those off. Again, got some folks trying to keep me honest with the time, keep me on task and on track. Bib number 152 rolls through. That's Catalina Fierros with Los Angeles Bicycle Academy. Again, look for the zebra stripes. That'll be your Los Angeles Bicycle Academy race team. Again, very active the last couple years here in St. Francis Tulsa Tough. So that first Preem was courtesy of Bicycles of Tulsa. This next one will be one of our St. Francis cash Preems. It'll also be $100 in cash. Again, we have 4 of them. Try to space them out here. in this race. A little bit of a gap forming at the front, a little one-woman breakaway. Wait to see who that racer is. She looks over her shoulder as she tucks it into the downhill. Maybe one of our United Cycling racers, and that's exactly who it is. Probably out of Texas. We'll wait to see who it is. Yeah, Texas. I say Texas. Also some North Carolina racers in that team as well. So, United Cycling to the front, making a move, and we're going to ring the bell next time through again. We're just going to do Fast and Furious. It's the second preem coming on up. So, United Cycling in the lead. LA Bicycle Academy in the front of that chase. But we're going to ring this bell. Good time to be off the front, but now we're going to activate the chase. Preem lap, preem lap, preem lap. It's a preem lap. $100 cash preem, $100 cash preem. Preem lap, preem lap, preem lap. That's going to be bib number 146. It is Amanda Alston. Amanda Alston off the front, but in the chase. Los Angeles Bicycle Academy, bib number 552, Alexa Alarcon, teammate of Camilla Arenas. Alarcon trying to pull that peloton up to try to chase back onto the wheel of Amanda Alston, United Cycling. So, second of our 4 preems right on this lap. So it is a preem lap, second of our 4 preem laps. Again, thank you to all the great sponsors. Talked about Bicycle Tulsa, also Chris King Counseling. Chris King Counseling providing relational mental health counseling to Tulsa and surrounding areas for 11 years. They are providing one of our 4 $100 cash preems here in our Women's 2-3 Women's Masters race. So, new name and face. Do not recognize the jersey coming to the front as we'll look off to the west. Who's going to come through to try to take the $100 cash preem, courtesy of St. Francis Tulsa Tough. She has definitely opened up a gap here, this racer off the front. The chase will not catch her. She'll take the second $100 cash preem on this preem lap, as that will be bib number 9. Do not have a bib number 9 on the start sheet, so we'll have to try to get that name for you. Numero 9 is... takes the $100 cash preem, unaffiliated, unknown, unintended, but $100 richer, bib number 9. The shadow agent. Somebody got a special bib number there, bib number 9. All right, so 2 of our 4 preems laps are handled. We have 10 laps to go, 10 to go, 10 to go, 10 to go, with 2 more preems that we'll hand out. So we'd mentioned Camilla Arenas with Los Angeles Bicycle Academy. So far this year, a couple top 10s out in SoCal, Dominguez Hill race. Also the SoCal King and Queen of Crit, racing with that Los Angeles Bicycle Academy race team. But again, we talked about being active at Tulsa Tough for the Los Angeles Bicycle Academy race team. Camilla Arenas, she finished 4th on day 2 last year at the St. Francis Tulsa Tough. Actually, sorry, she finished 3rd on day 2 and 4th on Crybaby Hill at the Riverside Criterium. So she's definitely been on a podium before, back in 2024 here at the St. Francis Tulsa Tough. 2023 was very, very active in career racing. I think had over 30 races. So she was all over the place. Didn't come to Tulsa. Oh, no, she did. Sorry. Again, I thought I recognized that name. So in 2023, she actually won on Saturday the women's 2-3 race. So again, Los Angeles Bicycle Academy, very active last couple of years, coming out from the West Coast here to the St. Francis Tulsa Tough. So still trying to get bib number 9 for you, as we have 9 laps to go. Because bib number 9, not on our start sheet, but did win the second $100 cash premium. So speaking of, we have 2 more premiums to give out, 9 laps to go. We're just going to keep this going. I'd say next time through, let's ring that 3rd premium. Again, we don't want to get too far or too close to that 6 to go, but we're going to have to. Again, with 4 premiums here in this 40-minute race, lots of action, setting the peloton into motion with the $100 cash premium. Another one coming up courtesy of St. Francis Tulsa Tough. Alrighty, clean up the backside of the course here. Under 9 to go, under 9 to go. Next time you see the pace car come through, next time you see the leaders roll through, we're going to have our 3rd premium, $100 cash premium, courtesy of St. Francis Tulsa Tough. So, bib number 9, who won the premium, the unknown racer, not on the start sheet. She has been gathered back into the fold, and it looks like United Race Team there, United Cycling powered by Cadence Cycling, are to the front. But it's a premium lap, premium lap, premium lap. Actually, sorry, she is still off the front. Bib number 9, it's the premium lap. This will be the chase. Again, not having number 9 on the start sheet, so we can't recognize her name. But right now, she is the carrot. She is the hare for the hounds to chase. So it's a premium lap, premium lap, premium lap. Our 3rd $100 cash premium lap. Bib number 9 making her way on the backside of the Guthrie Green. But we've put a $100 chase into the peloton to try to bring her back. So again, premium lap, premium lap, premium lap. We've already had alrighty, 551. So you got to do the math. If then some X plus this calculus. So bib number 9 is actually bib 551 on the start sheet. Not that you have a start sheet in your hand watching the race, but number 9 who won that last premium and trying to win this second one, that is Claire Abry, racing with Apex Cycling Team out of Tennessee. So, she won the second premium. She's trying to win premium number 3 here and try to be $200 richer. Looking back to the Jumbotron, she has extended her lead as she makes her way down the hill. About to lap one of the back of the field here, but she'll make that left-hand turn to try to take that $100. And that gap has grown immensely. Back to the peloton, almost half of that downhill section on the northwest side of the course. A lot of terra firma lays between Claire Abry and the chasing peloton, as we now have 7 to go. So, Claire Abry rolls through with 7 to go, another $100 richer, another $100 cash premium in her pocket. So she's won premium 2 and premium 3. So we're going to roll through the peloton now as Claire already almost, she's through turn number 1. Again, this is one of those, the short turns on turn 1 and turn 2 from the finish line. It's one of those runaway and hide type moments. You got to be careful. If you're in the peloton and let a solo or a duo up the road, they can take those quick turns on turn 1 and 2 on the backside of the Guthrie Green and kind of run away and hide. So as the peloton makes their way in front of Griffin Communications over there on the north side of the Guthrie Green, Claire Abry's already made that turn onto Main Street. So here's the thing, we threw that bell out for the 3rd premium to try to help the chase. We're going to do it a little differently. We're actually going to premium the field this time. So, again, that lead continues to grow for Claire Abry, winner of premium 2 and winner of premium 3. We're going to try to give one back to the field here. So, again, we started off about 44 racers total between the two different groups, the women's 2-3 and the women's masters. Coming down here to the final 7 laps. Next time race leaders roll through, it'll be 6 to go. But we will not be ringing that preem bell for Claire Avery. We're going to preem the field. We will be preeming that field.
There we go, there we go. Woo!
So, under 7 to go, under 7 to go, under 7 to go. Avery with Apex Cycling Team out of Tennessee. She'll make this turn, and again, has about half of that downhill stretch between her and the peloton. Looking to see who's moving to the front. There will be the zebra stripes of Los Angeles Bicycle Academy and the blue of United Cycling. Again, that may be Amanda Alston up there, and it could be Alexa Alarcon with LA Bicycle Academy. We shall see. All right, we're going to preem the field. Preem the field. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Well, preem lap, preem lap. We are preeming the field. We are preeming you. Preeming the field, preeming the field. Little 3-person break there. I believe that may be Camila Arenas, who's moved her way back to the front. Former champ. Nicole Wyant in there with Centier. Preem Hunter down in Norman at the Maverick Criterium last weekend. Trying to stay in that front group of around 10 racers at the front. So, we have preemed the field. So right now, Claire Avery is off the front with that lead. We're trying to draw that lead down, take the gap, and shrink it down between the solo racer off the front, Claire Avery with Apex Cycling, and that reduced peloton that's being driven by United Cycling and the zebra-clad jerseys of Los Angeles Bicycle Academy. This 4th and final preem, courtesy of Chris King Counseling. Chris King Counseling, providing relational mental health counseling to Tulsa and surrounding areas for 11 years. One of our great preem sponsors here at the St. Francis Tulsa Tough. So, all righty, so again, Claire Avery, she's off the front here, and that lead is still maintaining about a half of this distance, maybe 150 meters or so, 200 meters, as here comes the chase. We've preemed the field. So right now, the 4th and final preem, courtesy of Chris King Counseling, $100 cash preem. It'll be the first person out of this group to cross the line, and it shall be bib number 161. That'll be Gabby Wrightsman, White Space Bikes out of Wisconsin, as she takes the 4th and final preem of our women's 2-3 women's masters race. So, business end of this now. 5 to go, 5 to go, 5 to go. We've got the 4 preem laps out of the way, and now it's going to be the battle for the podium here for our women's 2-3 and women's masters. And, I mean, there's some more payouts, but it's the glory of the podium, trying to get up onto that top step and being recognized as being Tulsa Tough. The FC Tulsa Arts District Criterium here, day number 2 of the 2025 edition of the St. Francis Tulsa Tough. Final 5 laps here. Women's 2-3, women's masters. Preems are out of the way. Now it's time for glory. Again, a reminder, if you are in the podium of any of these races or think you're close to the podium, hang out close, stay. Don't go to the hospital. Don't go to the hospital. Woo! Don't go to the hotel. I don't want anybody to go to the hospital. Don't go to the hotel. Don't go call mom and say, I want. Wait. You can call mom later. Stay close. Hang out. We want to recognize all of our podiums in the immediate start of the next race after yours. So again, stay close so we can get your recognition and get you up on those top steps, and also be able to hand you your prizes. Not only have payouts and glory, but if you finish first, you get a Curo athletic sunglasses, race sunglasses. Go check out the Curo tint, the orange tint over here to the left of the podium here at the start-finish line. Again, Curo providing athletic sunglasses to all of our race winners, and then thank you to Diamond Sellers, the official jewelry sponsor of St. Francis Tulsa Tough, as they provide the official pendants for all podium finishers. Claire Avery trying to run away with this one with 4 to go. We will start the chase clock. It is half of this finishing straight here. It's going to be well over 10 seconds. Let's see. It's 13 seconds here with 4 to go. So Avery already on the backside of the Guthrie Green with a 13-second lead on this chasing peloton, which for a while has been driven by the women of United Cycling and the zebra-clad jerseys of Los Angeles Bicycle Academy. But right now, if you look and you're going, how far? 13 seconds? Okay. Quick turn 1, quick turn 2, get to turn 3. Again, the run away and hide aspect is more prevalent on Friday and Saturday night and Friday and Saturday race courses just due to some of those quick 90-degree turns. Sunday, a lot more straightaways. You can kind of see the race. As we're going to give 1 to go. It'll be 1 to go here for the backside of the peloton. Some of our masters and women's 2-3. I see Lolo McCarty with Centier in there. But we're going to give 1 to go for the back group here. But, again, under 4 to go. Next time you see the race leaders, next time you see the Dawn Thornton Automotive Group pace car, we will see 3 to go. What is the lead doing on the backside of this course? We're looking, Los Angeles Bicycle Academy, they are mounting the troops to the front. 4 racers up in that front group of about 5 or 6 as they're trying to claw back this deficit, which has gone up to 13 seconds into double digits for Claire Avery, racing with Apex Cycling Team out of Tennessee. So we'll be showing 3 to go for Claire Avery. So she is making her way here onto Reconciliation Way. That peloton, though, Los Angeles Bicycle Academy, 4 racers around the top 5 or 6, but not all at the front anymore, not pulling. We're going to go 3 to go. So Claire, 25 years of age, racing as a Cat 2. She went out to the women's P1 race at Sunny King, finishing 6th. And then the Midwest Classic in Athens, finishing in 3rd. So has some success in the top 10 as it is now 3 to go. 5:54. Now that chase being driven by Danielle Audino with Fount Cycling Guild out of Colorado. Again, trying to draw back Claire Avery. Claire racing with Apex Cycling Team, used to race with that Marks Bensdorf Cycling Team out of the Nashville, Tennessee area. Claire, a name that we've called at Tulsa Tough last year, finishing 5th on Saturday and 6th on Sunday. Claire Avery, as now we have an attack out of the field. No, this is the back. Sorry, this is the back of the peloton. So we're cleaning up the back of the peloton now. So we will be looking for an attack from the chase. So if you look back on the backside of the course, they're climbing Sound Pony Hill near Kane's Ballroom. But again, the chase, they're like 3 or 4 wide here. They are not putting in the single effort, that single line of injection of pace. You have to think the lead is still double digits, over 10 seconds there for Claire Avery. Again, looking at last year, she was 5th and 6th in the women's 2-3 race, trying to make her way onto the podium and the top step here in the 2025 edition. So Avery about to make her way on that left-hand turn onto Reconciliation Way. And it's going to be the penultimate lap. Ladies and gentlemen, get off your duff, get off your butts, get to the barriers, get on your feet, get full roar, let Claire and the rest of those chasers know how much you appreciate how hard they're working, because they're working harder than you are. Final 2 laps. It'll be 2 to go. Avery will roll through the chase clock. We'll start it. Again, it was 13 seconds 2 or 3 laps ago. It's going to be pretty close to that as LA Bicycle Academy looking to chase. 12 seconds. So they've only drawn 1 second in the final 3 laps off of that lead. So still a dozen seconds up the road is Claire Avery. So she's through turn number 2. The peloton is through turn number 1. So again, even at 12 seconds, there's a chance that by the time they hit turn number 2, she's going to be heading on that right-hand turn to Main. They will catch a glimpse of her as the peloton makes their way on the backside of the Guthrie Green, but they will see her about to make her way onto Main as we are under 2 to go. Next time through, we'll ring the bell. Next time through, we'll be on our feet. Next time through, it'll be 1 to go. In our women's 2-3 Masters race. Second women's race of the day. As we've hit the high noon hour, taken into the afternoon. What a day. Beautiful day. 20 to 25 degrees cooler than it was in the 2024 edition. here on the FC Tulsa Arts District Criterium in 2024. The rain stayed away. Beautiful weather as we're at the business end of this one. So we'll be ringing that bell. It will be one to go, one to go, one to go. When our race leader right now makes her way onto Reconciliation Way. So the lead had gone from 13 only down to 12 seconds. So she had only lost 1 second over the last 3 laps. That's just about to hit. One to go, one to go. The bell lap, the business end of this one in our women's 2-3. So here comes the Don Thornton Automotive Cadillac. There's the pace car. There's the lead moto. And here comes your race leader, Claire Avery, winner of 2 of the 4 preems, and have been off the front for a while, as it's going to be one to go, 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 one to go. Final lap, final lap, final lap. It was 13 seconds. It was still 12 on the last lap. And it is going to still be in double digits here for the final trip around our L-shaped race course here at the FC Tulsa Arts District Criterium. There's a lot of yelling within the peloton saying go, 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 but it's too late. Too late in the game to try to get the chase together. She's about to make her way on the backside of the Guthrie Green towards Main Street. Once she makes that right-hand turn, she will have 3 left-handers before you'll see her again here. There's the peloton. They're moving to the front. Now they have the long, thin line late in the game to be finally in that long, thin chase is that women's 2-3 peloton. But Claire Avery, winner of 50% of the pre money so far today, trying to take 100% of the top step here in the women's 2-3. So she's on that climb up to Sound Pony Hill in the iconic Canes Ballroom, and the long thin line is not really as thin. So the chase, there's about 4 or 5 racers in a thin line, but it's 4 or 5 about mid-pack. But there is the zebra jerseys of Los Angeles Bicycle Academy trying to get to the front, trying to round out this podium. We're under 1 lap to go. Final lap, final lap, final lap. So Claire Avery, your leader, she's going to make her way down here. If you look off to the west, when she turns, she'll be in the final 220 meters of this 1.4 kilometer race. So just under a mile is the lap distance. So 220 meters is what she has, as she is going to be heading your way, free and clear, looking to take the win. Time to sit up. The former Mark Spensdorf racer, now racing with Apex Cycling Team, eases through the line to take the win in the women's 2-3. Now here's the chase. Rounding out the podium, who will it be? A group sprint out of the bunch. We see the zebra jerseys, we see the blue. It will be, I believe that is 555, possibly White Space Bikes. I believe that is 555 unofficially. Baker from Indiana. White Space Bikes. Again, we'll get the official podium for you, but congratulations to our finishers as the women's 2-3 finishes it on up. Claire Avery out of Tennessee, racing with Apex Cycling Team, went on a break and stayed away to win the women's 2-3 here at the FC Tulsa Arts District Criterium in the 2025 edition of the St. Francis Tulsa Tough. Last year, just off the podium, finishing 5th and 6th, and now making her way all the way to the top step to take the win here on day number 2. So while we get the final results officially recognized, the reminder is a closed course as the women's 2-3 and women's Masters field finish on up to roll through. Again, congratulations to all of our finishers. But if you are in the podium of any of these races, make sure you hang out close. Do not disappear on us. Make sure you stay close. We like to recognize our podiums early on in the following race, which right now our following race will be the men's Cat 4 coming up next. The men's Cat 4, our next race here at the 2025 edition of the St. Francis Tulsa Tough.